British composer Herman Finck was once a household name, but today he is not very well remembered. Born in 1872, Finck was appointed as the musical director of the Palace Theatre in London around 1900 and held the position for decades. He was the composer behind many popular songs of the early 20th century. Finck released a new song called Tonight, which was quickly renamed In the Shadows around 1911, and it proved to be one of his biggest hits. The piece was so popular that it found its way into the White Star Line songbook of Titanic's time. As it was a popular piece of music during Titanic's maiden voyage and was in the songbook, there could be no doubt that this song was well known to Wallace Hartley and his intrepid musicians. We know with a reasonable degree of certainty that In the Shadows was actually played as Titanic sank. What's incredible, however, is we don't know exactly how we know this tidbit. The fact that this song was played seems to have initially appeared in Walter Lord's 1986 book, The Night Lives On, a sequel to his massively popular book, A Night to Remember, first published in 1955. Lord wrote in the sequel, survivors specifically recalled Irving Berlin's Alexander's Ragtime Band and a pretty English melody called In the Shadows, the big London hit of 1911. Although we have found independent confirmation of references to Alexander's Ragtime Band, we have yet to find where Lord obtained this incredible gem about In the Shadows, because unfortunately, Lord failed to mention its source. However, Lord's specific reference to this song has more weight than one might think. Although he made a number of conclusions about events of the Titanic disaster that were later proved somewhat flawed, Lord was an incredible researcher. In the course of his work on A Night to Remember, he had contacted dozens of survivors for their recollections. Some gave him direct interviews, and others put their thoughts down on paper for him. Lord compiled these through various statements and worked largely from primary sources such as these. It is because of his research that we know In the Shadows was likely played as Titanic was sinking. Indeed, no repertoire of Titanic-related music would be complete without including this piece. Without further ado, please enjoy the White Star Line Quintet's rendition of Herman Finck's 1911 smash hit, In the Shadows.